nobody like me.
It's time for some hoops at FedEx Forum, home of the Grizzlies, and we're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And Adams with the...
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Leonard. Screen by Zubac. And Adams sends it back.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league. Steven Adams challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done. Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And coming out of high school, John Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Now here's Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Morant. We're about 1 minute into the first. Left side Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Hangs in the air. And the rejection by Zubac. And they're able to recover.
And you have to respect Jaren Jackson's toughness. This kid has had some early injury struggles, but he always returns to the floor determined to pick up right where he left off.
And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, you know, scouts, Greg, were looking right past John Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
Morant with the steal. And then Morant slams it in.
The level of engagement Morant provides really on both ends. That play demonstrates how special this kid can be.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to George. Tipped away. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
First team foul.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Memphis ball.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Tyronn Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint. high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Now here's Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Left side, Adams. Over George. Adams' shot is off.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Brooks. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
13 foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Paul George with the steal.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Now here's Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He is such a strong finisher in the paint.
Here's Covington, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Jackson. Payne for 3. Rebounded by Covington. Pass to Powell. Now here's Jackson. Back to Powell. In the corner, George with it. Now here's Covington. Brooks covering. Clock at 4. The shot by Powell, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's Jackson. And they double up Jackson. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
There's a screen by Covington. Outside, George. It's Powell on the wing. The drive by Jackson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Both teams will make substitutions. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
LA ball.
We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter. Batum. Pass to Powell. Outside, Covington. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
From outside the arc. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis leading. And here they go. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Robert Covington picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Powell for three. On the wing, George. Outside for Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Powell. And he overshot that one, missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Batum with the steal. Some solid defense from Clark. And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum. You're watching.
All right, look who's coming up to the court.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Clippers trail by 4. Outside for Batum. Outside Covington. Left side Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his third foul of the game.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Los Angeles making a switch here. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. 4-point game. Pass to Adams. Out to Morant. Into the lane. And finished off by Morant.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Adams in the corner. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Jackson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
When I think of Ivica Zubac, I think about solid big man who is still young and developing. It's really a matter of him gaining confidence at this point.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Offline with his three. The goal for Zubats is to be a starter in the league.
You know, this guy has started games in the past. He's also played well off the bench. And listen, he's not going to be a guy who shoots with range, but given everything else you need from a center, he can deliver.
Here's Jackson. Good. Nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard.
Morant outside with the drive.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point God moniker. This kid is fearless and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. High post, Zubats. Back to George. Pass to Coffee. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Paul George's ability to put the ball on the floor and drive it balances out his shooting. So important to have both.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Pass to Kennard. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Coffee. Back to George.
2 minutes remaining.
6 to shoot.
3 minutes.
Tries it from 9. And he can't bank that one in. Kick out to Adams. To the wing on the left. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Adams. Stolen by Zubats. It's George on the wing. Can't hit that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. We've got 1:18 left now here in the second. Up top, Morant. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Morant. And a missed layup.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
George with the ball. Now defended by Adams. And that one's good. George has got it back down to single digits for the Clippers.
Now Paul George balances his perimeter game with the ability to work in the painted area.
It's picked off. Off target at the rim.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
No good from Zubats.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Brooks. George with the defensive effort. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Clippers trail by 8. Pass to Zubac. To the paint. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Here's Morant. He's got 6, and the layup is good. Morant's got 8 points.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes full force.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. They get it back. Jackson. No good with the layup. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
There's a screen by Covington. And here's Leonard from 3. George with the ball. Defended by Adams.
Steven Adams. And that's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got his second basket.
That's his second personal
While
foul.
he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done. Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Jackson misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Outside Covington. Back to George. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Clippers ball. Coming onto the floor for the Clippers.
Leonard looking over the floor. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, once he's in the painted area, you can see the level of aggression goes up for Kawhi Leonard.
And Doris, when you think of players that can turn it on for the playoffs, Kawhi Leonard's certainly one of them.
I think Kawhi, because of his history as an NBA champion, understands how different the playoffs are. There's a different level of physicality, a different level of pressure, and you have to be able to rise and meet that moment. And boy, Kawhi has.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Pass to Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's only a 5-point Grizzly lead.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Bain, guarded by Powell. Clark to the middle. And Robert Covington picks up the foul.
That's his second personal
That'll
foul.
be his second foul of the game.
Team foul.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Leonard with the steal. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time.
That's his first personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
And Memphis making a change here.
Coming onto the floor for your Grizzlies.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. Clock at 6. Outside, Batum. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Powell with the steal. Stolen by Anderson. A solo fast break. Here's Melton. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And it's off the back rim. No good. Inside. Here's Clark. The kick out to Anderson. Memphis moving it around. And the officials call for a 3-second violation.
Clippers substitution.
Clippers trail by 7. .139 left in the third quarter of the game. Batum, good.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Batum brings the double team. Covington with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it kind of like Nick Batum, all but written off. He went through a rebirth after joining the successful Clippers.
Right, you think about Nick Batum, he had to deal with so many injuries. You forget how complete a player he is when healthy. He showed just how important he can be for an elite team.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Batum scanning the floor. Anderson with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. No good from Clark. Pass to Kennard. Now here's Covington. And he uses the glass on the layup.
We call that solid fundamentals. Luke Kennard finding his teammate on time and on target.
And Jones now atop the key. Clark with it. And he makes good on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Here's Mann. Batum wide open. He fires. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
In the corner, George with it. Pass to Zubac. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late, and it catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the blocks.
It's Anderson with the drive. Here's Tillman. Pass to Conchal. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Here's Williams. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. The drive by Jackson. Leonard with no one around. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Williams. Down low. Here's Anderson. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
And George gets it to go.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Misses the three. Clippers trail by 4. Right side, Leonard. Basket counts.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Grizzlies timeout. All right, look who's coming up to the court. Come on and get down for your Grizzlies.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Leonard to tie it up.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Leonard on the wing to take the lead. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 1 now for Los Angeles.
And you'd like to see since the half now. He's finally starting to come around.
Second team foul.
Adams right side. Up and in on the way. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Calm, cool, collected under pressure. Steven Adams, no problem.
Back to Jackson. Stolen by Brooks. Fast break, Memphis. And it's Morant missing.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
And it's Memphis on the break. Count it. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Pass to Zubac. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And here's Morant. Left side Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And so it's Memphis with it. Grant. Count. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That's on Reggie Jackson.
The rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
It's George on the wing. Los Angeles with another miss.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Now Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Pass to Morant. 5 to shoot. Now Jackson. Zubac's defending. Stolen by Jackson. To the inside. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, sometimes just standing up there by yourself, it takes even more focus to drain the technical, but he gets it done and adds to their lead.
1:15 left to play here in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 11. And that one's good. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers, Nick Batum, Norman Powell.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Here's Bane. .55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Morant.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Powell, no one around him. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so they foul intentionally.
And that's his second personal foul. 15 fouls.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Desmond Bain.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
At the line for the Grizzlies, John Morant.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. 24 seconds left in the fourth. It's Powell on the wing. From past the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for the
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Substitution for the Grizzlies.
.11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep, George. Rebound by Williams. No, he made it, Doris. He made it.
He made that.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability
to my trust. Oh my, the girls them lock, and I and I will press up. Anything she want, I will give it unto she. I can't believe that they're my friend. I don't believe he's angry and I don't believe he's free. I don't believe he's Susan or the